Bleach. Based on the popular manga series by the same name, is a cult Japanese anime following the adventures of newly minted substitute Soul Reaper named Ichigo. Fans went crazy for the show, and it became one of the most popular franchises in the world. Welcome everybody, my name is Misty Chronexia with Frederator, and we're counting down the 107 facts you should know about Bleach. Let's get started. Bleach was created by Japanese manga artist Noriaki Kubo under the pen name Tite Kubo. Now, according to the kanjis, his name should be pronounced Taito Kubo, but the man prefers Tite, and I'm not gonna upset the guys, so Tite it is. Fact number 2. Tite Kubo was a man with a plan. He already knew that he wanted to become a manga artist in elementary school. Number 3. Bleach is shonen manga, or a comic aimed at young male readers. Fun side fact, one of the first recorded example of Japanese comic art is by a Buddhist priest named Toba, who in the 12th century drew animals dressed as clergymen called Chojugiga, also known as animal scrolls. Number 4. Kubo has been working on Bleach since 2001. There are currently a whopping 650 chapters in the manga and 366 episodes in the anime. Fact number 5. In his original concept art, Rukia was the only one with a scythe. Every other character would be using a gun as a weapon. Number 6. Based on that, Bleach was originally going to be called Snipe. However, Kubo started to prefer swords to guns, so the original title stopped making sense. Fact number 7. When it came time to find a new title, Kubo turned to the Shinigami. He associated the Shinigami with the color black and wanted to use the color white for balance. In the end, he chose Bleach, which evokes the color white. Nothing to do with laundry, sadly. Fact number 8. Bleach is Kubo's breakout title, but he had a previous weekly serialization called Zombie Powder that ran for 1 year. This manga follows Gamma, a powder hunter, as he searches for the 12 rings of the dead, which can grant him immortality. Fact number 9. Tite Kubo's favorite manga was Jijiji no Kitaro by Shigeru Mizuki. He was particularly drawn to the yokai, which are the monsters in that series. Fact number 10. Kubo draws an astonishing 19-page of Bleach manga every week. It's also the reason why battles happen often in the sky. It makes less environment to draw. Number 11. To crank out that much heart, Tite Kubo needs music. He doesn't often listen to Japanese music as he prefers music from across the world. Number 12. Tite Kubo does not use models for his action scenes. He just listens to his music and lets the scene play out in his head. Number 13. Tite also does not plan to use humor in the series. He throws in a few jokes whenever he gets bored drawing action scenes. Number 14. Above all else, when writing Bleach, Tite Kubo does what is fun for him. He creates stories that he wanted to draw for a long time and considers his job to try and make these interesting for others. Fact number 15. Believe it or not, the inspiration for Bleach came from Kubo's desire to draw Soul Reapers wearing kimonos. Number 16. But you know who wasn't in a kimono in Kubo's first draft? Rukia. Tite Kubo put her in one in order to create something no one had ever seen before. Fact number 17. The uniform the Shinigamis wear is called a shihakuso. Fact number 18. The basic component of the shihakuso are the black kosore, the outer robe, the white shiragi, the undershirt, the black hakama, the long skirt, the white tabi, which are the socks, the white obi, which is the belt, and waraji, which are the straw sandals. Fact number 19. The captains of the Soul Society wears a modified shihakuso with a white haori, which is the long jacket, and their customized number on it. Fact number 20. The character of Shuhei Hisagi actually wears a sleeveless shihakuso with a chain around his neck and arms that can be used as an explosive. Fact number 21. As for the rest of the characters, Kubo just draws them in clothes he wish he could buy but can't find in the store. Yes, that does include Orihime skirts. Number 22. Speaking of characters, Kubo lets them lead the story creation process. He picks which of his stock characters will be in the story and then fills the rest from there. This is way different than how most artists create manga. Number 23. Tite Kubo was surprised by how quickly fans took an appreciation for Hisagi, the lieutenant acting captain of squad number 9. Fact number 24. While the popularity of some characters was a surprise, some characters weren't even originally intended by Kubo. Taicho, the head captain of Soul Society, or any of the captains for that matter, didn't exist in early drafts. Fact number 25. When asked about his hero Ichigo's greatest strength and weaknesses, Tite Kubo says that the answer to both is his thoughtfulness. He always thinks of others' needs, but worrying about his friends often put Ichigo in danger. Fact number 26. If you want to be thoughtful, try buying Ichigo a birthday present. His special day is July 15th. Number 27. Kubo patterns his strong female characters like Yoroichi and Rangiku after his female friends, whom he calls very mentally strong. Fact number 28. Don't expect those female characters to get involved in a romantic story. Kubo thinks there's much more exciting things to do with his character than get entangled in their love lives. That's usually the curse of most shonen though. Number 29. Quincy's were created to be the opposite of the Soul Reaper. They wear white clothing to contrast with the black worn by the Soul Reapers, and use arrows because they are difficult to fight with a sword. Fact number 30. Also, the Quincy's cross has a quintet, or 5 points, just like the Japanese 5-pointed star. Taikubo named them after this quintet. Fact 31. Ichigo and Rukia found Kon on the street. Why was it on the street? At a festival, a child wanted a stuffed animal. The one that he wanted was too expensive, so his parent bought a cheap one instead. The child didn't like the cheap doll and threw it into the street. Tough life. Fact number 32. The Kon doll was designed to look fake, like something was just thrown together, not very ferocious for a lion. Number 33. Shadow's Hispanic heritage was unintentional. When Taikubo first drew him, he simply looked like he was of Mexican descent, so Tite decided to write that into his background. Number 34. Shadow's actual name is Yasutora Sato. Shadow's a nickname. Fact number 35. Bleach music was done by Shiro Sagisu. Sagisu is well known for his work on another popular anime series you might know, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Fact number 36. Taikubo assigned each character a distinct theme song with hopes of conveying a special insight that might not be immediately seen by the illustration. Fact number 37. Bleach the anime series first aired in the United States on September 9, 2006. Number 38. Masakazu Morita is the Japanese voice actor of Ichigo. Masakazu also voices Titus of Final Fantasy X and All Nighter from Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny. Fact number 39. Johnny Youngbosch performs Ichigo in the English dubs. Johnny is also known for his work on anime characters like Sasori from Naruto and Artemis, the White Cat of Sailor Moon. Fact number 40. The Japanese voice of Ichigo is much deeper than the English voice. Johnny Youngbosch initially approached the recording with the same gruff tone as the Japanese version, but he was told to tone it down to make Ichigo sound like less of a street punk. Number 41. Quinton Flynn voices Kon in the English dub version. Quinton can also be heard as the voice of Axel and Leia in Kingdom Hearts and Iruka Umino on Naruto. Fact number 42. The English voice of the complicated Uryu Ishida is performed by Derek Stephen Prince, who also voices the character of Saburo Seiryu in Kill la Kill and Zaji on Naruto Shippuden. It's like if you want to be in Bleach, you gotta be casted in Naruto first. Fact number 43. Early on, the cast would joke with each other by pronouncing Uryu's name as "Who are you?" But not here at Frederator, we don't mess with pronunciation anymore.
And we just wanted to take a quick break from the facts to let you all know that we're going to be doing another 60 Degrees video next week. Sapphire is still going to be hosting 60 Degrees, but she's going to be playing around with the overall style of the video, so be sure to tune in next week and let us know what you think of 60 Degrees of Steven Universe to Rick and Morty. We're so excited to be doing more of these videos in the future, but for right now, let's get back to the facts.
Fact number 44. Derek Stephen Prince considers Clint Eastwood a great influence in how he performs Uryu's voice. Guess he's feeling lucky, punk. Fact number 45. Fumiko Urikasa is the Japanese voice actress for Kuchiki Rukia, who is also famous for her work as Riza Hawkeye from Fullmetal Alchemist. Fact number 46. Michelle Ruff voices Rukia in the English dub, and she is well known for voicing Bebel from Gargantia on the Virtuous Planet, as well as Luna from Sailor Moon. Hopefully she's not tired of working alongside Johnny Youngbosch. Number 47. Pronouncing the Japanese name was initially very tough for the English voice actors. Number 48. You know what else is tough? All the screaming and panting that can happen during some scenes. Johnny Youngbosch nearly passed out from exhaustion while dubbing episode 18. And that's saying something, the guy's a Power Ranger, darn it. Fact 49. During the dubbing process, some lines are changed on the fly to match up the mouth movement of the words being said. Fact number 50. While the characters were originally drawn by Taikubo, Masashi Kudo was the character designer who helped ready the characters for the Bleach anime. Number 51. Throughout Bleach's anime run, the character designs changed based on the story. As the manga evolved, so did the character designs in both mediums. The characters would often get a slight change, or even a redesign based on the particular story arc being told. Number 52. Taikubo and Masashi Kudo only talk about work. They never discuss their lives with each other. Number 53. The directors of Bleach was Noriyuki Abe, who also worked on Tokyo Mew Mew and Ghost Stories. Number 54. A single anime episode can go through 2 or more chapters of material per episode, so filler episodes containing story outside the manga canon are a necessary evil. By the time the anime finished, Bleach had 161 filler episodes. That's almost half the anime. Number 55. The despite the literal translation of Shinigami being Death God, the reasoning behind it being the word Shinigami in modern Japanese has evolved to reference the image of a Western Grim Reaper. Number 56. Bleach takes place in Karakura Town. It is not a real place in Japan, just a fake town. Fact number 57. Ichigo can already see spirits when the series begins, something he considers more a nuisance than a gift. Number 58. Ichigo's given name can be translated in multiple meaning. Ichigo prefers the translation First Prize for Ichi and Guardian Angel for Go, but his father tells Ichigo his name is meant to mean He Who Protects. However, the translation his classmates prefer is Strawberry, and pick on him because of his cute name and naturally bright hair. Fact 59. Ichigo was originally designed with glasses, so that he would look like a young intellectual. That got carried over to Ishida instead. Fact number 60. In the very first episode, Rukia is faced with a hollow much more powerful than she had imagined. At the last second, Rukia relinquished her power to Ichigo with hopes that he might be able to defeat the monster. Because of Ichigo's spirit energy already stored in his body, he became more powerful than Rukia ever was. Number 61. What's a hollow, you say? Nah, you know that one. They're evil creatures from human souls that have lingered in the human world for too long. Number 62. A hollow feeds on souls to fill the emptiness in their existence. They're known to become addicted to the taste of soul reapers, because they taste like strawberry. I'll show myself out. Number 63. The holes in a hollow's chest represent the idea of a heart being lost. Number 64. A hollow's white skull mask protects the bare instincts of its lost heart. Fact 65. A soul reaper's job is to send souls to the afterlife, as well as to destroy hollows. Fact number 66. Rukia was sentenced to death by the Soul Society for transferring her powers to Ichigo, a human. Ichigo had to save her. But here's a riddle for ya. How'd you kill a god of death? There's some lost irony in there somewhere. Fact number 67. If a hollow is not sent to Soul Society by a Soul Reaper in a timely manner, it becomes literally chained to the location where its regrets exist. Number 68. In order to perform their Soul Reaper's duty, Shinigamis are granted a Zanpakuto, or a soul-cutting sword. In the tradition of magical swords in anime, the katana-style's weapon's power is directly related to the wielder. Fact number 69. Ichigo not only holds the power of a Soul Reaper, but also the powers of a Quincy and a Hollow. The Soul Reaper's power he inherited from his father, and the Quincy powers from his mother. So he's half Hollow, half Quincy, and half Shinigami. Wait, what? Fact number 70. It was planned that Ichigo's father would be a Soul Reaper from the moment Taikubo finished the first chapter. Fact 71. Ichigo is haunted by his mother's death, and believes he caused it. Fact 72. Ichigo's mother was actually murdered by a Hollow by the name of Grand Fisher. Number 73. Chato's most treasured possession is a golden coin given to him by his adoptive grandfather, Oscar Joaquin de la Rosa, which he lovingly wears around his neck every day. Fact 74. After facing off with Yami Largoa, Chato's armored arm was damaged. In the anime, the arms bear several deep cuts. However, in the manga, Yami rips off Chato's arms and snaps it in half. Fact 75. Kon, short for Kaizo Konpaku, was a mod soul created by Soul Society to help fight the Hollows. Though most of the mod souls were destroyed, Kon was one of the few to survive. Fact 76. Kon takes over Ichigo's body many times throughout the series. Fact 77. Kon has a high regard for any life. In fact, while in control of Ichigo's body, Kon witnessed a few schoolboys playing video games while skipping class. Not understanding them, Kon interpreted the children as not regarding life, and quickly became enraged, attempting to strike the children. Ichigo stops him at the last minute. Fact 78. The anime run of Bleach ended in 2012, before the manga had finished. Fact 79. Despite this, the last of the Bleach anime's DVD sets just came out in September of 2015. Fact number 80. 2 years after the Bleach anime first aired, Cartoon Network's Adult Swim picked up the series. Fact 81. Bleach has sold more than 40 million books in Japan and topped the American sales chart numerous times throughout its run. Fact 82. Viz is no stranger to censorship edits for their US publications of Weekly Shonen Jump. They edited out curse words, middle fingers, offensive icons, and cigarette here and there, and even in 2008, a, let's say, oversized bosom. Fact 83. There have been 4 official films produced based on the Bleach anime. Fact 84. Bleach the movie, Memories of Nobody, hit theaters in Japan in 2006. 2 years after that, the movie premiered in the United States in a special 2-night theatrical experience in 300 theaters nationwide. The event was punctuated by a behind-the-scenes special feature with director Noriyuki Abe, producer Ken Hagino, and character designer Masashi Kudo. Fact 85. At the New York opening of Bleach the movie, Memories of Nobody, character design Masashi Kudo, producer Ken Hagino, and a costume version of Khan introduced the film, and the first 100 attendees receive a Bleach armband from the Great Eastern Entertainment. Fact 86. In 2007, New York Comic Con worked in conjunction with the Anime Network and 9 of the top anime providers operating in North America, including Viz Media, to host the inaugural American Anime Awards. Johnny Young Bosch, English voice actor for Ichigo Kurosaki, was nominated for Best Actor. Michelle Ruff, English voice actress for Kuchiki Rukia, for Best Actress, and the series itself was nominated for Best DVD Package Design Volume 1, Best Theme Song, and Best Manga. Fact 87. Despite the 5 nominations, Bleach did not take home any awards from that 2007 American Anime Awards. Fullmetal Alchemist swept the floor with a total of 5 wins, followed by FLCL with 2 wins, including Best Short Series. Fact 88. A special collector edition of Bleach Volume 1 was released in the hardcover in 2008. Fact 89. Taikubo's first official visit to the United States was in 2008 at San Diego Comic-Con. There, he received the Inkpot Award for Comic-Con International, an award given to those who greatly contribute to the world of comics, such as former recipient Stan Lee. Fact number 90. In 2009, the first ever Seiyu Awards were held at the Tokyo Anime Center. Seiyu is Japanese word for voice actor and voice actress. Masakazu Morita walked away with the Best Rookie Actor. Fact 91. In 2010, Bleach was optioned for an Hollywood featured film. The film was to be made by the same production team that brought us Get Smart, The Longest Yard remake, and 51st Date. But after the Dragon Ball Evolution, it might be a good thing it never got produced. Fact 92. To celebrate the 2010 Bleach featured film, Bleach Hellverse, Namco's Namja Town opened a special Bleach themed village inside the theme park. The interactive village hosted several special events, games, a talk show with the voice actors, and 25 new foods and dessert. Fact 93. In 2011, Toonami released a series of Bleach action figures. These featured Ichigo and Byakuya. Fact 94. The first set of action figures sold out quickly and were selling for such a high price on secondary markets that Toonami re-released the figure in an Encore edition to give fans another chance to get them at market value. Fact 95. Shueisha's Jump Shop is a fan-centric merchandise shop selling not only the manga of Shonen Jump Weekly, including Bleach, Rurouni Kenshin, and Dragon Ball, but also art prints, DVDs, stuffed toys, action figure, and much more. There are currently 3,000 to 4,000 items sold across 9 Japanese shops and 1 in Hangzhou in China, with the lineup updating each month. Number 96. Besides Jump Shop, in 2012, Viz Media partnered with Cafe Press to create Toshin, meaning Fighting Spirit, a fan-curated online merch shop that allows fans to create and customize from a wide range of products to feature their favorite Jump characters from Bleach, Naruto, Death Note, and many more. Fact 97. In July 2013, Sunshine City welcomed J-World Tokyo, an indoor Shonen Jump theme amusement park, to their town. Bleach-specific attractions include the Con of Konpaku, catch game in the J Carnival arcade, and to eat cut row cream pasta, Ichigo and Renji's vs Curry, and Kan's Oresama orange cake in the food court. I've physically been there myself. If you can go, it's pretty darn sweet. Fact 98. Apparently, enough people even want to take Japanese tour packages centered around anime. Pop Japan Travel leads these tours and has visited Studio Pierrot in the past. Fact 99. In one of its weirder iterations, Bleach has hit the stage as a rock musical. The live-action stage show spun out into 6 different incarnations. Fact number 100. In case you missed that, there was a reprisal a year later that was recorded on DVD. Fact 101. Bleach might have gotten some new fans when Viz Media sponsored a New York City Blood Manor horror event. Attendees to the spooky event received a free goodie bag full of Shonen Jump and Shoujo Beat swag, including Bleach DVD samplers. Fact 102. Bleach has spawned a lot of video games, 27 to be exact, but most of which are Japanese exclusive. Fact 103. There is an iOS and Android Bleach game called Bleach Brave Souls. Player can create a team of 3 characters from the Bleach manga and complete hack and slash quests. There are also weekly leagues where players can compete with others for prizes. Fact 104. In 2014, Manga Zenkan reported Bleach had sold about 74.6 million copies worldwide during its 12 years run. Unfortunately, that only ranked it 18 on the list of top 20 mangas published. Still, top 20. Fact 105. Shonen Jump Weekly announced back in 2012 that the Bleach manga was entering its final arc. This whipped fans into a panic. but the grand battle between the two senior members of the Quincy's and the Soul Reapers was only just wrapped up in spring of 2015. However, the first arc, the Aizen arc, took 10 years to complete, so we're probably in it for at least another 7 years of new Bleach manga. Fact 106. Maybe most importantly, in spring of 2015, Ichigo made the list of the top 20 best dressed men in anime, according to Kairopedia. And finally, fact 107. Don't fear, Bleach fan, the anime is rumored to make a comeback once Kubo puts enough space between the anime and the manga. Maybe this time there won't be as many fillers, we can only hope.
Thanks so much for watching, and a special thank you to Misty for doing this video of 107 facts you should know about Bleach. Make sure to head on over to Misty's channel. You can click on the end card right over here, or if you want to check out 107 facts about Dragon Ball Z, you can click here as well. Let us know in the comments down below what 107 facts video we should do next, and don't forget to subscribe because remember, Frederator loves you.